Hey guys, it's Jake here with eTrailer. Today we have a 2023 GMC Acadia, and we're going to be taking a look at, and I'm going to show you how to install the Curt 7-pole wiring harness. Adding the 7-pole wiring harness to the back of your Acadia is going to allow you to tow trailers with brakes. Typically a 4-pole wiring harness is going to be for your trailers without brakes. That's just the lighting signals transferred from your vehicle to the trailer. But if you're wanting to tow trailers that have brakes, or maybe a reverse light signal, or if the trailer has a battery on it, or any accessory that runs off 12 volt, you're going to need a 7-pole. And with as easy as this is to install, I would highly recommend it. Even if you don't tow trailers all the time, I'd go ahead and throw it on there whenever you're putting your hitch on. This kit is going to connect directly to 2 factory connectors that can be found up in this area on the driver's side behind the rear bumper. You can definitely reach your hands up in there to get them out to be able to plug them in, and that is all that it takes to get this kit installed. Other than mounting up your 7-pole, we mounted ours up just like this. It's kind of mounted up like a factory 4Runner. Toyota has been doing it like this for years. They mount them straight down so that it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. Otherwise, you have a big goofy plug sticking out right next to your hitch. And I think this looks much cleaner. All they have to do is pull this cap down, take their 7-pole, and plug it straight up into their 7-pole outlet. If you're planning on towing trailers that have brakes on them, you will want to pick up a brake controller if your vehicle does not come with one from the factory. Our specific vehicle did not come with one, but they're just planning on towing a kayak trailer. It's a pretty big kayak trailer. It does not have brakes on it, but it does have its own battery on it. So that's why they wanted the 7-pole to be able to plug it in so that it'll charge that battery. But with that being said, let's go ahead and show you how easy it is to get installed. To begin our installation, this install, like I said earlier, is going to be really, really easy. Our 2 plugs, as you can see here, are going to be up behind our bumper. You want to be on the driver's side. The larger of the 2 plugs, which is this one right here, is going to be a little bit lower. We're just simply going to pop that off of the push-pin fastener that it's on. You can see that. It'll have a cap on it. And then up a little bit further, attach, you'll have to pull down. Pull that down, and there's our other one. So we'll get these caps taken off and get our harness plugged in. We've got our 2 caps taken off here. On the larger rectangle shaped plug, the cap, the button that you have to push is going to be on the cap itself, so push that and pull out. And then on the smaller square one, the tab that you have to push is going to be on the plug side of it. So don't get those confused because it's very frustrating if you can't get them removed. Now we'll just take our 2 harnesses and we'll plug them in. So the rectangle one here, you just line up these 2 notches at the top, 2 corners, and the tab here that locks in. Wait for it to click like that. That one's good to go. We'll grab that other one and plug it in. And on this top one, the smaller plug, make sure that you lock that red locking tab back into place. Now you want to get your wiring stuffed up here. We mounted up our 7-pole bracket right here on the back of our flange. I recommend getting the 7-pole bracket because otherwise it's very difficult to mount this. We'll take our 7-pole plug, the US car connector, pull it through our bracket. And now the way I mounted this up, the plug is going to be oriented like this to where they can open it down, plug their 7-pole up into it. They shouldn't have any problems. It'll be up and out of the way. If they want to put their cover back on, you will have to trim it for this particular hitch, but it should be out of the way so that they can still do that. So we'll take our plug, plug it in, and then with your 7-pole bracket, you should get some screws, and we're just going to attach it up just like that. Once you get your 7-pole all mounted up, you can take a zip tie and try to zip tie all the wires up into a big ball up behind our rear fascia, and that's going to do it for the installation. All we need to do is plug a 7-pole tester in here and test out our functions. Now to go through our basic functions, start with our brake lights, our running lights, our left turn, our right turn, and you can see that our 12-volt power is working. Now that we know everything's working properly, that's going to do it for installation. Hopefully this video helped you decide whether or not the Curt 7-pole wiring harness is right for you in your 2023 GMC Acadia.